Hey YouTube, Ed here with Jack of all trades and welcome to another video. So what we're going to talk about today is the Saker 3-in-1 rechargeable hand vac. I really wasn't going to do a video on this product, but after getting it and using it a little bit, kind of felt like I should. So let's get right into the video. And welcome back. So yes, like I said in the intro, we're going to talk about the Saker 3-in-1 rechargeable hand vac. But before we do that, I would ask that if at the end of this video you like what you're seeing here on the Jack of all trades channel, please do me the solid of going down, hitting that like and subscribe button and ringing that notification bell. It really does help out the channel. Most people don't subscribe. Heck, most people don't comment and give me a thumbs up or even a thumbs down for that matter. But it really does help the channel if you would do that for me. I don't ask for Patreon. I don't ask you to hit that tip button or anything like that. I just ask for likes and subscribes. All right, the Saker 3-in-1 rechargeable hand vac. I bought this thing for one specific reason: Asian lady beetles. We are having an infestation up here in northern Minnesota, Asian lady beetles. A lot of growers planted soybeans. The soybeans are all coming off the field, and we've had a few days of inordinately warm weather, and the Asian lady beetles are looking for places to winter up, and they are all over, and they're in my hunting cabin, they're in people's homes. You can't even have your car door open for more than about 5 seconds and not get Asian lady beetles in your vehicle. So I picked this up just to help collect those little buggers up. They stink when you squish them, so you don't want to squish them, but if you suck them up in a little hand vac and then you shake it out and throw them down the toilet and flush the toilet, then they're gone and they're out of your way. They don't make a mess. And that's really why I bought this thing. A friend of mine, he lives up here. He's got the same problem. He bought a small hand vac like this for that same reason. He said it works really, really good. So I picked one up. I believe I picked this one up for about $45 on Amazon. It was on sale. I want to say it was normally about $65, and it got some pretty good reviews. So I thought, what the heck, let's try it out and let's see how it works. So let's just go over it's the box here. It says it's a 3-in-1 vacuum cleaner, and I'll show you what the three things are. But you can vacuum. It's got a dust blower, and then you can use it as an air extractor, and you can actually also use it as an inflator. So kind of a 4-in-1 if you really want to get to it. It's a brushless motor, but this is the box that it came in. You get a little bag, and inside of the bag, and actually it didn't come in the bag was folded up in the bottom of the box, is you get the vac. Now you kind of say, hey, that thing's kind of funny. This thing's actually got a twist lock handle, so it doesn't take up as much room, and that is your vac right there. Just looking at the vac very, very quickly, this is the air intake, or the air exhaust side, excuse me, and this is the vacuum side, or the suction side of the unit. It's chargeable with a USB-C. So I know everybody's got USB-C cables laying around. They actually give you a cable, so you can charge with that, and it's a USB to USB. I don't know what that's called. I'm not a tech weenie. It's the big USB to the USB-C. That's what they give you. And that's how you charge this thing. You can plug it into a laptop. You can plug it into anything that gives you any kind of power source to recharge this. Around the trigger here, there's a little light. When that light is red, it means it's charging. When the light is green, it means it is fully charged. So that's the back. It's very, very light. It doesn't weigh hardly anything at all. So that's kind of nice. And then in the box, you get some various and sundries. You get a blower nozzle, which also can be used as an inflator if you wanted to. You get another inflator attachment. These all go on the exhaust side of the vacuum. You get a needle attachment for blowing up like beach balls and pool floaties and stuff. You get a little brush, and this little brush goes with the vacuum nozzle. This actually goes on the vacuum side, and you can go ahead and put that little brush right on there, and you can use that to dust off the buttons on your car and stuff like that. You get another little brush, and this brush actually goes on the blower side of it, and you can use it as a duster, if you will. So you get that. You get another blower nozzle, just a different type or version. You also get another filter. Now, this is just a metal filter. The filter that is actually installed in the unit right now is the way it came. That's kind of a HEPA filter, if you will. It's made more for dust and things like that. But they do give you another filter. This is a metallic filter. Uh, I guess if you're just picking up big things like Asian lady beetles, this might be the filter I should probably be using. It comes with another attachment. What does this attachment go to? I actually have to look in the manual. So that attachment is actually what would be an air extractor or a vacuum attachment. So you would take your nozzle body off and you would actually just clip this onto the vacuum side of it, and you can use this as an air extractor for those bags that have the little valve on them that you can hook your vacuum up to, and you can suck all the air out of it for storing clothes and stuff like that. That's what this is. That's an air extractor nozzle. You obviously get an instruction manual, which you know me on instruction manuals. I'm kind of geeky on instruction manuals. This one's actually really, really good. It's got everything you need in it. It's full color. It shows you everything that you need to know about the vac, and you get a vacuum knob or a vacuum head, if you will. And of course, like I said, you get the USB cord itself. So just some real basic specifications on the Saker vac. The storage canister or the dust canister is a 0.02 liter capacity, which is about 12 cubic inches. So it's got an okay storage capacity considering what it is, a handheld vac. Uh, Duration time on these, they say, is 15, 25, and 40 minutes, depending on the settings you have. So if you're on low power, you get about 40 minutes. On high power, you get about 15 minutes. I haven't tested that. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I can't imagine me ever using this for more than about 5 minutes at a time. So I don't know that it really matters. Charge time, they say it's got a charge time of 4 hours from a total discharge. Just plugging it in with the USB-C, and that's the basic specifications of it. All right, just so far using the machine, what have I noticed about the machine? Well, I noticed a couple of things. It doesn't take too terribly long to charge it up, and as long as you keep up with the charging, it doesn't take horribly long to charge up. It's a little loud, but at the same time, it's a small unit, and it's actually draws quite a bit of air. It's pretty impressive how much air it draws. One thing that you'll probably, if you're not an instruction person and you don't read your instructions, one thing you're probably going to wonder is why, when I push the power button, does the machine not turn on? To turn the machine on, you actually have to push and hold the power button for about 3 seconds, and then it'll turn on to the lowest suction setting. And this has actually got three levels or three gears or whatever you want to call it. It's got three levels of suction on this thing. So when you first turn it on, it's the lowest level. You push the button once, it gives you the second level, and then you push the button the third time, and you get like turbocharged level. It's super suctiony, and it blows a lot of air. So it does work. You just got to remember to push and hold the button. It's very, very lightweight, like I said before, and the unit seems to so far work pretty good. So like I said, I've used it now a few times, and I've used it for sucking up things like Asian lady beetles. But I've also been using it to clean out the gunk in my windowsills and around my patio door and stuff like that. And I've actually used it as kind of a spot vac, and it works pretty doggone good for exactly that. And it's actually a far better performing rig than I thought it would be. I've used it to suck up the bugs that have been on the floor and the flies and stuff like that. And I've also used it to suck up, just a little bit of dirt that maybe got tracked in or whatever. I didn't want to drag out the big vac, and it went ahead and just sucked up that little bit of dirt. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the cupboard, and I'm going to grab a little bit of flour and a little bit of sugar. We're just going to lay it on the counter here, and I'm going to show you how it sucks up those typical household items. All right, I've got flour, sugar, some coffee grounds here. We're just going to try the vac out, and we're going to see how it does. I know how it's going to do, but I'm just going to show you. It should do a pretty good job. So we're just going to go ahead and turn this on the lowest setting. I'm really hoping my noise canceling works out. If it doesn't, I'll do voiceover. But we're going to go ahead and turn this on the lowest setting, and then we're going to try these three mediums and see how it does. Push and hold the button. There it's on the lowest setting. And it does suck up flour pretty good. Sucks up sugar with very little issue. And it also sucks up some coffee grounds. Doesn't seem like it's much of a problem. Now we're going to go ahead and put the nozzle on here. It seems like it works much better with the nozzle. Must be some science behind that. Okay, let's go turn the power up to the next level of speed. Let's just go to turbo. So as you can see, it does a pretty good job on those mediums. Let's go ahead and let's use this this nozzle. I don't have great hopes for this thing. I don't know that it's going to do very good, but we're going to give it a try. We're just going to turn it on right the highest power setting right off the bat and see how it works. So it doesn't do a bad job of picking up big items. It does pretty well. Another thing that I can see that this is going to be a really good, useful tool for is cleaning out my car. So let me go ahead and let me clean out the canister, and then we're going to take this out to my truck because I know the center console of my truck needs vacuuming out, and we're going to see how it does. All right, before we go test it in my truck, I do want to show you that that flour has really plugged up this filter pretty good. And a neat little thing with this machine is that you can actually use the blower function to clean that filter out. So you can reuse this filter over and over and over again. So let's just see how that does. I'm going to go right to the highest speed setting, and we're just going to blow out this filter. Nice added option. It's got a built-in filter cleaner. Comes right with the unit. Okay, I've got the machine charging up. We're going to give it a full charge, and we're going to test the inflating properties of this. So I picked up this floating pool toy. It's 66 by 62 inches. They say it holds two people, so it's fairly large. We're going to see if this machine will actually completely pump this up on a single charge and how long it takes to do it. So once I get that thing with the green light on it and we're good to go, let's relocate the camera and let's see how long it takes to pump up this unit, and it'll do it on a single battery charge. see that it didn't take very long to pump up that lake toy. It took about 6 minutes in real time. Now I sped it up obviously because I didn't want you to sit there for 6 minutes and watch me blowing up a pool toy. But that's what it took. It was about 16 times speed is what I sped it up to. And it was actually really quite effortless. All the tools fit just exactly the way they're supposed to, and it did a really good job. So, what do I think of the Saker 3-in-1 rechargeable hand vac? It's actually a pretty legit tool. It does exactly what I needed it to do or what I wanted it to do and more. It's actually a pretty good little handy vacuum cleaner for cleaning up little messes, maybe cleaning up those cubby holes in your cars, things like that. It's actually a very legit tool with that. And it also has other applications like blowing up pool toys, being a duster, a blowing type duster for blowing out keyboards and things of that effect. It's got a suction capability so you can suck down those vacuum bags if you want to. It's actually got quite a few good uses. It's got plenty of power. It's actually got more power than I ever expected it to. And it does a pretty decent job. I really am not disappointed that I spend $45 on this piece of equipment, and I'm really happy that I did. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing a video on this, but when I used it a couple of times and I realized how useful it really was, I thought, you know what, I might as well let you guys know about it and see if it's something that you want to maybe fit some needs in your homes or whatever. So the Saker 3-in-1 hand vac, it's a thumbs up for me. I'd buy it. I'd buy another one if actually, and I might just buy a second one so I have a backup in case this one ever dies. So yeah, go to Amazon, pick one of these up. Now, Saker didn't send me this. I don't get paid for doing any of this stuff. I'm not affiliated with these folks. I bought this with my own money, so this is an honest review. I would absolutely buy another one of these. With that, this is Ed from Jack of All Trades. As always, thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next video.